In this video, I'm gonna show you exactly how to launch your first YouTube ad campaign so you can start generating more appointments for your high ticket business. So let's jump into my computer and I'll show you exactly how to launch your first campaign. So here I am inside of my Google Ads account. Now, if you do not have a Google Ads account, what you're gonna need to do is you're gonna go to ads.google.com and you're gonna sign up for an account. Now, if you run an agency and you want to also run YouTube ads for your clients, you can also set up what's called an MCC account, which is basically a multiple client, like they call it a My Client Center, which is basically a multiple account management kind of process. So you can manage multiple client accounts here and you can just switch between them inside of your Google Ads account. But for most of you, if you're a business owner, you're just going to sign up for this. Go to ads.google.com, sign up for account, and then once you're logged in, follow the wizard. Now, once you finish the setup for your Google Ads account, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna click on New Campaign. And what we wanna do is we wanna optimize for leads. So it's gonna ask you to choose your objective. You can do sales, you can do leads, you can do website traffic, product and brand consideration, brand awareness and reach, and all these other ones, right? But what we wanna do is we wanna optimize for leads, right? Because we want more leads, more appointments for our business, right? So what we wanna do is select leads. Then what it's gonna do is gonna ask you for your conversion goal to improve the optimization of those leads. Now, this is gonna be for a different video, but you gotta set up these conversion actions so that Google knows what exactly it is that they're optimizing for. And so what I like to do here, you could keep both of these on, but I like to just remove the appointments and I just like to optimize for leads for certain campaigns. For your first campaign, you just wanna optimize for leads. Then what we wanna do is we wanna select video because we wanna run video ads on YouTube. Then we're gonna click continue. Now, I have different naming conventions here. Now, you want to name your campaign. So what we want to do here is we have different naming conventions that we actually use for the campaign, and I'll show you what that looks like here. But one of the things that you also want to do in terms of thinking about YouTube ads is, what is this doing? Where are you driving them to? And so what I talk about is driving them to a pre-selling mechanism or a VSL funnel. We're not going to go into too much detail in that video because I wanted to show you how to run your first ad. But the best funnel to use, you're going to be driving them in. So what I like to do here is you can just type in like VSL, because that's typically the funnel we like to run. So usually put VSL. Then I like to put if it's cold traffic, so cold, warm, or hot. We have different things based on retargeting. So I like to put the traffic like temperature. Then I like to put the date. So right now it's September 3rd, 2022. So I'm going to put the date. And then what I like to do here is based on the keywords, and we're going to go into this in multiple different videos, but in terms of your keywords or the audience, you can either have a, what I call like specific keyword, right? I'd either put specific keyword. You can also use broad keywords, right? And then we can also use custom audiences, like custom intent, which we'll get into in more detail. But what you can do here is you can just do specific keyword, because that's what we're going to be optimizing for. And then let's say, for example, the keyword I want to use is LinkedIn lead generation as an example, right? I'm going to type in the actual keyword. Again, we'll do additional videos for keyword research and things like that, but you want to name your campaign this, and then you want to do the ad. So whatever ad, I'm going to use my calendar polarized ad because that is my top performer over many years now. So that's kind of what you want to have. The name of the funnel, the traffic temperature, the date, what type of keyword. It could be a broad keyword, custom audience. Again, there's a few different ones that we use. And then you're going to put the actual keyword in here and then the ad itself, okay? Now, when you're first starting out, you want to use maximize conversions campaigns because you want to get the maximum amount of conversions, leads that we're optimizing for our campaign, right? And so over time, we're going to use target CPA because that's the target cost per acquisition for the specific goal that we're optimizing for. So if you want a specific optimize for specific leads, then we're going to put that. If we want to optimize for booked calls, we can set the amount of that we want to acquire booked calls for, okay? Or if you're even doing sales, you can even do it for sales. But what we're going to do in high ticket, if you're running consulting business or marketing agency, we optimize for leads. That's how I found to be the most effective and most efficient. But at the beginning, you're just going to use maximize conversions until you have about 200 to 500 leads that opted in to your funnel. And then what we can do is we can switch to target CPA because that will give Google's algorithm the necessary data that they can optimize for our goal, which is obviously leads, okay? Now, what you want to start off with is minimum $20 a day. I would even set it to like $30 a day, but you can just set it for $20 a day per campaign, okay? Then before with YouTube ads, you used to be able to only run it on YouTube videos. So like the first 5 seconds, right? But now you got to use YouTube videos, search results, and their display network. On certain campaign types, you can target just the pre-roll ads, but we're going to target all of these. And that's why it's also key to have good thumbnails and good titles and good headlines as well, which we'll get into. Then you want to set your countries. So I'm targeting US and Canada. You want to set your language as well. So you want to find your language, type in English. And then for the inventory, I like to put it on expanded so we can get more reach and it can show on more channels so it can optimize better. Then for the exclude the types of content, what you want to do is you want to uncheck this and you want to exclude embedded videos and live streaming videos. Those typically don't convert the best. You can keep these all unchecked because we do want to show. Now, you don't really need to worry about site link extensions. That's not really important. But one thing that you have to realize within Google's platform, they hide these little bars. So you always got to click on the drop downs to get through it. And that's why you want to make sure that every time you're doing the setup, you're double checking, making sure everything is good so that you're not missing anything. What we want to do here is now we want to set the devices. What I found is you want to set specific targeting devices. What I found is utilizing just computers and mobile phones, especially if you're first testing, because one, they can't click on TV screens, and two, with tablets, you know, not many people are using tablets. Maybe they are, but I found that computers and mobile phones, those are the best. Now you can set frequency capping. I do this only on retargeting campaigns. You can set it for cold traffic, but honestly, I found that if you just serve as many impressions to the person as possible, hammer your message into their mind, repetition is the mother of all learning and skill. And so you want to just put your message in front of them as many times. That's what I found. So I don't really set any frequency capping there. No ad schedule, you could set that. I just set it for running at all times. And then what you can do for the ad group, I literally just go copy the campaign name and I paste it into the group name, ad group name, okay? Because what you have to look at for Google is that similarly, if you're used to running Facebook ads, that the ad sets, you want to treat campaigns as like the ad sets, right? So because before you would have like the campaign, then you would have the ad sets within there. That's where you'd be breaking out the different ad sets. But how I look at it is you want to treat the campaigns as those ad sets. So we want to just use the same campaign structure for the ad set or the ad group as Google calls it, okay? Then what you can do is you can set your demographics. So personally, what I like to do is I like to just target the top 30% of income. So depending, especially if you're doing high ticket, you definitely want to target that. You could even go even higher, but I just target the top 30%. And then depending on your niche, you can start targeting specific age brackets. So if you wanted to target like 18 to 55 or whatever, you can just unselect these. And I like to keep unknown on because Google is not going to be always on point. And so I like to just keep it because then Google's going to find the people we want. And then you can select the gender if you want to target. This is typically how I set it up. And then for audience segments, we can create custom segments, which we'll talk about in other videos. You can create your own data so you can upload email lists. You can also target website visitors, etc. And you can do like interest and detailed demographics and in-market audiences. Now, what I like to do here is I like to start off with keywords. And for you watching this, you're going to start off with keywords as well. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to advanced settings. Again, they like to hide this stuff. And I like to turn optimized targeting off. So when you start to go in and refine your audience in the demographics, you're going to have this ability to turn off optimized targeting. You can test it on and off. I found that if you keep it off, it's going to then zoom into the actual audience you want, because obviously Google wants to show your ad to more people so they can spend more of your money and they can make more revenue themselves. And so I like to keep that off, especially when I'm first testing the campaigns. Then what you're going to use is you're going to use this keywords, right? So we're going to just put in one keyword. Now, some people, they say you can add multiple keywords in the same campaign. I found if you want to really have a good test and be really scientific, then you really only want to have one keyword per campaign, okay? Because we really want to test the ad and the keyword, the audience we're targeting, and seeing the ad audience resonance. Is the ad resonating with this audience, which is this keyword, right? You can see here there's 140 million potential impressions that I can get on this particular keyword. And so I want to test my ad in front of them, right? And so one thing that I'll give you a little tip here as well, we'll talk about the ad, but this is my best performing ad. I've been running it for like over a year and a half now, and so it works really well. But one thing that you can use is you can see here how this is a LinkedIn lead generation. One thing that I did was I went and created LinkedIn specific campaigns because that keyword was working really well on this ad. So I created a LinkedIn specific ad. This is when we have obviously our LinkedIn offer. And one of the things that I found was that when the ad is resonating with the keyword and it's relevant to them, you're gonna get a higher click-through rate. Obviously, if the ad is good, ad has to be good, then you're ultimately gonna go forward and get a higher CTR, which is gonna increase the amount of people going to your landing page. And then ultimately it can increase your metrics in terms of your ROI, in terms of your cost per booked call will go down, your cost per lead will go down if you have a good ad that's also putting in front of a relevant keyword. So you can do that as well. You can target, once you have the data in your account, you can then start to put ads in front of keywords and create ads from the keywords that are converting, and that's going to give you even more higher click-through rates and ultimately lower cost per lead and lower cost per call. So that's just a little tip I wanted to give you there, but this is what we do for LinkedIn lead gen. This is an example. You can do your own keyword research. Again, I'll have other videos on that. But what we're gonna do is we're only gonna add one keyword here. So this is gonna be the keyword, LinkedIn lead generation. And then you're gonna separate them as it says here by either a comma, right? So you can put, if you wanted to put multiple, I recommend one per campaign, or you just press enter and you can add multiple keywords. But you're just gonna put the keyword here. Then what we're gonna do is we're gonna go grab our ad. So you're gonna go click on this little share. Then you're gonna copy the URL. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna paste this in here. And what you wanna do is you wanna make this video unlisted, okay? So when you upload it, you wanna unlist it. And I have a whole unlisted playlist as well with all my ads that I've tested. And so you can put them in a playlist, make it unlisted so it's only visible for you and the viewers of your ad, okay? Don't put it on private. You could probably put it on public as well, but I like to just keep them unlisted. Then you're gonna go to your funnel. Now, we're gonna go to the funnel. Now this is a new funnel that I'm running. Then what you wanna do is you wanna go get your landing page. So you wanna grab your landing page, right? We're gonna go and paste this in here. Then what we're gonna do for the call to action, you could type your own, or you can just do like watch now, right? And then for the headline, you only have 15 characters. So you could just do something. And what I like to do, this little hack, is I like to just, if I wanted to do a longer headline, I would just do no spaces. So like for ours, I'd put like scale to 100K per month or get free demo. You could do whatever you want for the headline, but this is a little hack. I just have it title case so that I can have more characters in there. So that's something you can do as well. And then for the headline, you can grab it from your headline here, or you can type it in, right? So you can just do like generate 21 to 53 appointments per week, right? Whatever the case may be, you can type that in. So you can type your long headline here. You can have up to 90 characters, and then we can do a description. So description, you could put whatever, but I'm just going to put simplest path to scaling to 100K per month. So I'm just going to put simplest path to scaling to 100K per month, right? And then for this, you can upload your own image here. So you're going to use a banner. What's going to happen is on the side, there's going to be a banner that they can click on, especially when you're on desktop. And you can either use an auto-generated one. They'll go pull it from your channel or from your video. But I like to go and create one. You can go use Canva and create a simple one. I'll show you what this looks like. So you can see here, I just have a really simple banner, 100K a month, and it's, you know, applicable to the landing page as well, right? Scaling to 100K per month, right? So you want to have that congruent as well. You can have this whatever, but I like to have just big, bold, what the outcome is. And then you can put the ad name here. I just named this calendar polarize, right? And so that's what I would do there. So you type the ad name in here. And then once you have the campaign, what I like to do is I like to go back all the way to the top, and I like to make sure it's all good. Maximize conversions, 20 bucks a day. I got the countries, we got expanded inventory, we got this, we got specific devices, we got the ad group name, we got our demographics, we got optimized targeting off, we got our keyword, We got our ad, headline, everything's good to go. And then what we're gonna do is you're gonna click create campaign, and boom, your campaign is ready to go, okay? So that is really simple how you create it. Those are the settings that you wanna have. Now, if you want more details on this, I created a YouTube ads checklist that you can go to this page here, and I'm gonna link this in the description. You can download it. I'll give you access and also a free training that goes a little bit deeper into scaling to 100K a month, because obviously YouTube ads is just one part of it, but you can get this full, it's about 14 or 11 pages that goes into detail on everything you need to know for launching your first campaign, everything that you need to know. So that I'll link that in the description. You can go check that out and get the YouTube ads checklist so you can start to launch your first campaign and scale it. And so you can scale to 7, even 8 figures with your high ticket business. So hopefully you found massive value in this video and learned exactly how to launch your first YouTube ad campaign. If you do want my YouTube ads checklist and a free training on exactly how to scale your business to 100K per month, go to the link in the description. You can go check it out and you can download this YouTube ads checklist so you can scale your business to 7 and even 8 figures. Now, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.